I'm Tony with Harper Therapy.
And I'm Giada with Harper Therapy.
And today we have been doing a series where we're talking about mom, the reality versus the myths, and all the things that you go through as a mom, because Giada and I are both moms and we have this in common and we're always chit-chatting about it. So what we wanted to talk about today was values and how sometimes you need to realign and figure out what your values are after you become a mom, because they're very different, and values are something that do change a lot as you go through life in general. So I know it's one of the first exercises I usually assign with a client, like right out of the gate. Like you come in for your initial session and I'm handing you that as your homework that afternoon is your values. And what I try to explain, we have a fun little worksheet where your values are your lantern, and the values are supposed to be the flame. So the idea of it is when you're lost and you're in a dark spot, which everyone falls into, how do you light your way? Yep. How do you find that? And what makes it really easy, or what I found to be very helpful, is that on the back of the sheet is a list of what your values can be. And I know when I did the exercise, I literally sat with my computer and that sheet going through, Googling the definitions of each to see which ones resonated with me the most. The other thing that I find really important about the values, and to always mention, is that your values are something that you hold close to you, but you have to be able to reflect them outward as well as inward. So for a lot of people, love is a great value to have. And so you can say, I love other people, I make sure I spread that love, but where people get tripped up is self-love. And turning that inside. So how do you normally teach the values? What are your tricks?
So usually I use the same exercise. I love the lantern metaphor because when you are lost, and it happens a lot after you have a child, you are lost. You're rediscovering who you are as a human, who you are as a mom. So having that sheet that we hand in our first sessions, having people name their top 5, and out of the top 5, what are the 3 that you have noticed have been there throughout your entire life? I like doing that.
I like that.
Because we can come back as moms and say, okay, right now my values have shifted a bit, but the core ones, the ones that I've had since I can remember, are still very similar.
I like
so
that.
We come back to a place that we know instead of just going into this mommy world with values that we have to rediscover all over again.
And relearn and teach yourself and everything. I like that. Okay, I've never looked at it from that perspective.
There you go.
See, look, we even teach each other things. It's great here. So so if you're struggling in new mommyhood, even in old mommyhood, you're sending your kids off to school. I know it's the first day for a lot of kids. And sometimes that can give a lot of freedom because especially after COVID, so many people were homeschooling. And you're just feeling a little lost. You could just give us a call at Harper Therapy.
813-434-3639.
Yes.
Let Harper Therapy be your home for hope, growth, and healing.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Maybe.